victory! Target acquired! Rocket cannon! Beautiful!
Hey guys, it's John from Cartridge Gamers, and this is a movie review of Captain America Civil War. That's right, I just came back from seeing it, it's fresh on my mind. This is going to be a two-part video again, like we did with the Batman Superman one. If you see that up here, I'll throw a link or something that's going to direct you to that video, but go see it. It's pretty fun, we had a good time watching it. I don't know if you guys liked it, had a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of critics didn't like it because they suck. But a lot of fans loved it, so we liked it. Check it out. But yeah, this is going to be a two-parter. We're going to have a spoiler-free and then a spoiler. Get ready for the spoiler-free. So this is completely spoiler-free. Just an overall what I thought of the movie. Start with the story. Did it work? It's basically Avengers 2.5 because the story takes place, if you're going to put it somewhere, it's like Avengers Age of Ultron happened, and even though Ant-Man came out, but this one kind of follows directly, like straight through. It's like if Avengers Age of Ultron happened, then Ant-Man happened the next day, this happens the next day. Unlike the Phase 2 series where, you know, you had Avengers with the craziest fun movie ever, then you kind of had Iron Man 3, which in my opinion was a little downer. There was, you know, you had all the excitement from Avengers, everyone got together, and then you had Iron Man, or regular man, because he barely used, or he was barely in the Iron Man suit. And then you had the Thor sequel, and then you had the Winter Soldier. Now, in my opinion, those movies were kind of, you know, they mention the incident that happened, but they don't, you know, you're always wondering, like, where the hell are the rest of the Avengers when shit's hitting the fan? Especially in Iron Man 3 when people are breathing fire or shooting fire and all that crazy shit. But this one makes sense because it literally follows, everyone's in it. To me, the story worked well, fitting in the universe they created. The story is like, it's nice and smooth this time. Everyone's in it, they get their story across. I liked it that way. This movie is, I guess it's long, but they do tell a lot, but when you're sitting there watching it, you're not going to really notice the time. It's just going to fly by. You might actually find yourself wanting more. You know, Batman Superman was kind of the same way for us. If you watched the review, that one was a very long movie. That one, you know, there's a lot to tell. This one, if it wasn't as long, actually, to be honest, I want it to be longer. Like Batman Superman, I was like, okay, good. You know, it was that long, I liked it. But this one, I kind of wanted to be longer just because of the craziness that was happening. So, it won't feel like a long movie if you go see it. Definitely go see it. All I can say is, I liked it. Go see it. Enjoy it. And then come back so we can tell you the spoilers. But the one thing I will leave you with, and I'm going to be nice, but if you've seen all the other Marvel movies, it's a no-brainer by this point. Stay for after the credits. For the mid-credit and the after-credit. I don't care how bad you have to pee. You're going to wait, and you're going to like it. So when you order your big soda, don't order a big soda. Order a little soda and sip. Little sips. Little sips. Okay, this is the spoiler section. So if you haven't seen it yet, what the hell you doing here? We told you to go, watch the movie, come back, and now you can watch this. But if you haven't seen it and you're just interested in what happens, come along. I'll tell you a nice story. Or parts of the story. I'm not going to tell all the things, a long-ass movie to tell, and I'm not going to do that. But I am going to tell you what I liked or didn't like about the movie. Fight scenes. I like the fight scenes. The build up to the big battle, it felt right. Everything was good. The only thing I would say I didn't like about some of the fight scenes was in the beginning, during the city fight, was a lot of shaky cam. I've never been a fan. I mean, certain movies, it makes sense, but it wasn't too terrible, but I'm not a fan of it. So I could say if it dialed it down just a little bit, it'd be good. But other than that, the fight scenes are great. The big battle fight scene, I loved fucking Spider-Man. That's awesome. The new guy, Tom Holland, perfectly cast for it. From what I understand, Robert Downey Jr. kind of, I want to say handpicked him, but he chose him or said he liked to work with him. Great choice. He has the personality of what we'd expect from a Spider-Man, a smart-ass guy, little kid. Well, not really a little kid, but a teenager. You know, he's not too young, he's not too old. So hopefully The standalone film does very well, and they don't fuck it up, but it is in Marvel's hands now, so they should do a good job. So he was in it. It was awesome, wisecracking. Even Ant-Man, throwing Ant-Man in there. Paul Rudd, you know, he's kind of like the fish out of the water. You know, he's the new guy, superhero, but they kind of throw him in there, and you're not sure what to think. But he's actually a huge help in that fight, and he does some cool ass shit, and it's funny, it's great. Good time. I liked it. And what did you guys think of it? I thought both sides were even. You had the Vision on one side, and then you had Scarlet Witch on the other side. You know, you had Captain America with a shield, but then you have Black Panther now, who's got the same metal that the shield was made out of, so it's actually doing damage to it, which is pretty cool. And he actually kicked some serious ass. I like that guy. I don't know much about the character. Haven't read any of the comics really about the Black Panther, but I just know he has the same metal that the shield's made out of. So, but he was really cool. He kicked some ass, and it was nice to see someone new jump in there that wasn't really a throwaway character. You know, he's got a good story to him, and he's also gonna have his own standalone film. So that's awesome. I like the whole movie. The pacing was great. Storyline. You know, Bucky's back, kicking some ass. The one thing I'm going to say I didn't like about the film was probably the tone, especially coming from Tony Stark. He's not as wisecracking fun as he usually is. And this one he's like real down, I guess, because he's having issues with Pepper Potts. And people keep coming up to him and saying, hey, listen, thanks for saving the world, but you killed my son in this battle and Avengers and all that stuff. It's just... He's not having a good time, and it was basically like someone in the beginning of the film somewhere whispered into his ear, hey, your parents are still dead, remember, Tony? And then he's just sitting there like sad Batman the whole time, and you could tell he's really kind of aggravated, frustrated, pissed off. I don't know, I mean, it fits, I guess, the story, but the tone of it was not as dark as Batman Superman was, but maybe I like to have seen it a little brighter. But I mean, the other characters, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, I mean, everything else was good. It still had its humor, but that's the one thing I didn't like about the film. Hulk and Thor were in the movie, obviously, because, well, you know, they're gonna be in Thor 3, but because if they were in this movie, it would just be so unbalanced. You know, you'd have Thor with his hammer just knocking people off and sending them to their own corner and be like, all right, you guys be good, stop, behave. And then on the other hand, you'll have the Hulk hulking out, and everyone would have to fight the Hulk. So, I could see why they didn't have them in the movie. I guess they'll use them or utilize them more, trying to connect when Thanos is coming and all that good stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Wrapped it up. What you guys think of the movie? Please comment down below. Like and subscribe this video, please, and watch our other videos. And if you want to see us review another movie, we did a Batman Superman one, or Batman vs Superman. So watch that as well. But I'm John from Cartridge Gamers, and we'll catch you next time.